The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Y2J is here and it's pure pandemonium. The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
And approaching the ring from Washington, D.C., weighing 278 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Anyone who signs a contract to face this man is going to be in a world of trouble. Into the tie-up. Who's going to get the upper hand? And he gets back in the ring. Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one can come out ahead. And here's Chris Jericho. The sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena.
The career of Chris Jericho has literally spanned the globe. Jericho trained in the famous Heart Dungeon in Calgary, Canada. He competed in Mexico, Japan, Smoky Mountain, ECW, and WCW, all before coming to WWE. And in WWE, well, Jericho has done it all, including being the first ever undisputed WWE champion.
Here we go with Chris Jericho. His opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold. He's in perfect position. Complete control.
Michael, you should know by now that I don't mince words. Like I said before, Jericho has done it all in this industry. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if one day he finagles his way into a Divas title reign.
What a vicious boot delivered by Chris Jericho. Impact from that kick. You hear how his leg connected? Very, very painful hold here. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's got to do whatever he can here to try to break this hold.
Now Batista has taken control.
Look out. Batista turns it around. Oh, man! And down he goes. Oh. Oh, wow. Jericho's been dropped.
And he's checking under the apron for something that can aid him in this no disqualification match.
Oh!
King, did you see that?
Oh, man, it doesn't get much closer than that. Wow, Cole! Did you see that? That laid him out cold. Ooh. Oh, my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now. Look at him trying to use all the strength and power he can muster to escape this. Oh, ow! What's he gonna find? Watch it!
Oh, stopped at the last second. Oh, no!
Oh, my gosh! I thought he was going to get leveled there. Wow, Jericho is so slippery. After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be on his diet for the foreseeable future.
And it looks like we could be heading back into the ring.
Well, we've seen Batista since his early days here in WWE, and while we knew he'd be a force, I don't think anyone would have predicted that he'd evolve into the animal we know and fear today.
Uh-oh, Batista, what a move! He's got him covered! And Jericho gets the shoulder up. Reversal! That should do it right there. Kick out at the last moment. Look at this! Could it be? Should do it.
Michael, you should know by now.
This could do it. And he barely avoids the pinfall.
The offense of Batista is working well right now.
Whoa, he does! He gets out! After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be on his diet for the foreseeable future. Oh, nice counter. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Look at the power.
He saw that one coming.
Uh-oh. Look where he's going again. Remember, there are no countouts in this contest. This match could end up anywhere.
Batista has had so many rivalries, so many historical moments, so many conflicts. So the collision with John Cena was a battle many predicted would one day take place. Let's face it, they trained at the same time. Both made their WrestleMania debuts at WrestleMania 20. Both won championships at WrestleMania 21. So this was bound to happen. Oh, and a terrific reversal by Chris Jericho.
Just manhandling Batista.
Chris Jericho, what offense.
There's a cover.
2, 3. Chris Jericho wins.
Well, let's take a look at some of those highlights. Let's go to the highlights here. Whoa, I can't believe what we saw in that match. Let's play some of the highlights back. That match was incredible. I can't believe what we saw during it. Let's take a look back at what exactly happened during this one.
Here is your winner, Chris Jericho.
What an incredible match.
That one could have gone either way. Nobody has anything to be ashamed of in this one.
King, this might surprise you, but did you know that before coming to WWE, Batista was told by a WCW talent scout that he'd never make it in sports entertainment?
Are you kidding me? I don't know how you could miss on a guy like Batista, but in retrospect, I guess that actually explains a lot.
Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one can come out ahead. Look at these two jockey for position.
And here's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho making a move. Here we go with Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho showing signs of life. You know, I'd imagine being on the receiving end of a move from the animal Batista is like getting run over by a Mack truck and then having the truck back up and run over you again. His clothesline, his spine buster, submission moves, and of course, the Batista bomb.
Jericho measured it perfectly there. Great reversal.
Oh, out of nowhere.
He gets out of trouble there.
You know, there's no escape from Batista's power. Anything he hits you with in there is going to realign something in your body. Something's going to move where it shouldn't be. When you feel the spine buster or Batista bomb, you just know. I mean, you know this man is an animal on the loose. Hey now! Now it's Batista trying to build momentum. Ouch!
And he does it one more time.
Chris Jericho, what offense.
Boy, he was able to reverse it and get out of that.
He saw that one coming.
Look out.
He's down, and now the official begins the count.
If he can't get to his feet, this will be over. But I got a feeling he'll drag himself up if he has to.
And there's the reversal. Momentum is swung back to Jericho.
Batista turns it around.
Wow, Jericho is so slippery. He didn't need a GPS to find the mark.
Oh, back to... If that doesn't do it, then what will?
The physicality of this match is off the chart. I just hope that no matter what happens, these competitors can walk.
Now it's gut check time. This has been so exhausting.
I don't care where we're talking about. WWE fans all over the world know that when Batista appears, someone is going to get hurt. I mean, they are aware that Dave Batista is an animal, and that any...
I got to be honest. I hope this is it, King. These guys have done so much harm to each other.
Man, he's got to dig down deep here if he hopes to make it back to his feet in time. And it's Batista with the reversal.
Well, he's the guy his opponent, and what's he going for here?
Oh, watch Y2J here.
That's it. They're trying to end each other's careers. And now he gets a bit of a reprieve as the official once more begins to count.
Well, the official's doing about the only thing he can in this match, and that's count to 10. When Chris Jericho makes his presence known on WWE programming or at a WWE live event, he makes sure everyone in the arena and the locker room knows he's out there for one thing and one thing only, to steal the show.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? He was one step ahead on that one.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away.
Well, that's it.
Here we go. The official's counting again. Will it be for the last time?
Each time the official counts in this match, he gets closer and closer to that final 10.
6, 7, 8.
And we're on the move again. Uh-oh, look at this.
Move by Chris Jericho. That's how you sweep an opponent under the carpet.
I gotta be honest. I hope this is it, King. These guys have done so much harm to each other.
3.
He's starting to stir, Michael, but will he stir enough?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, ring the match is over. That's all she wrote.
And here's some highlights from the middle. Let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Here is your winner, Chris Jericho.
Look at the carnage.
Wow, when you win by knocking your opponent out, you win big.
King, this might surprise you, but did you know that before coming to WWE, Batista was told by a WCW talent scout that he'd never make it in sports entertainment?
Are you kidding me? I don't know how you could miss on a guy like Batista, but in retrospect, I guess that actually explains a lot. Oh, no! Oh!
There's another great kick.
Now it's Batista trying to build momentum. Oh, that did it.
Jericho, the veteran, had that move well scouted.
He was able to reverse that. Let me remind everybody, there are no countouts. His competitors can stay out here as long as they like. And there's a flying forearm.
The quick kick.
One of the turning points in Batista's career was when he decided to break away from Evolution and become his own man. This led to one of the most physically grueling encounters we've ever seen. Batista versus Triple H in what was a classic confrontation of teacher versus student. Big move there
by Jericho to reverse that.
Got out of the way of that one. There's the quickness.
Chris Jericho showing signs of life.
What's going to happen now?
A reversal.
You know, Michael, you can definitely look at Batista leaving Evolution as a major turning point in his career, as well as WWE history. If Batista didn't break away from Evolution, who knows where he would have gone? And who knows how long the group would have continued dominating WWE? Their match at WrestleMania 21 was an absolute war.
We're in the midst of a WWE no disqualification match, and things are about to get extreme.
Hey, think about what you're doing. Oh, that's devastating.
King, I don't like the look in his eye.
Oh! What's this? Nice move.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Great counter.
Oh, what a counter. He's setting it up.
Jericho developed his famous finishing move, the Lion Tamer submission hold. And in recent years, because that wasn't punishing enough, Jericho introduced the Code Breaker, which is a form of a backbreaker. So Jericho has two finishing moves that he can use at any time.
All good things must come to an end. But I wish that match could have gone on a little longer.
And here's some highlights from the matchup. We got a couple of highlights here. There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights.
Here is your winner, Chris Jericho.
I don't know. I think he's still out.
The table's broken. His body may be in even worse shape. What an extremely physical contest.